Hey guys, I want to take a second to show you our newest product. We've been working on this little project here for about a year and a half, just when we had some time, but we had multiple issues over the years with driver setup in a new car or resale value on a new car. When a car is sold to a new customer, different driver size would initiate a whole bunch of issues with pedal placement, steering column placement, to get the new driver acclimated to the seat in the car, make him comfortable. So it was one of those things I just kind of had in the back of my mind on how to fix it, and like I said, about a year and a half ago I started making some pieces to fix that problem. So what we have here is a little mock-up of our chassis, but it has two different components in it: adjustable pedal kit, adjustable steering column. So let's start off with the steering column. This is our standard steering column kit. We made these parts fit all of the components that we currently have. So it's kind of hard to see how this clamp works, but we made these billet clamps that fit over the steering column. It's an 1.25 inch diameter column, so you can use the aluminum or the steel tube. And then machined inside of here is a 3-slotted bolt hole where you can take this bolt out, and the tab and the aluminum clamp have machined 3-hole slots in them. So I can move the steering wheel up or down about 1.5 inches out here at the driver. So if I wanted to, we're going to have a U-joint right here at the end of the column, so it's going to pivot here. So if the driver sat in the car and the steering wheel was a little high or a little low, you can simply pull these bolts out, move them to the next hole, and either move one end or both ends to get the acquired height. So if you move both ends, you can get a lot of movement. If you want to pivot it here, you get minor movement, a little more here, and then a lot with both. So you can drop it 1 inch, 1/2 inch, you can raise it 1/2 inch or 1 inch, you can move it quite a bit. Length can be accommodated by just changing either the length of the steering wheel adapter or the steering column itself. So it's easy. These are standard on all of our cars, this 6-inch steering column extension. So it'd be real easy to modify that for length. But height-wise, this is super easy and simple, and it works with our current kits. So that solved that issue. Move down to the pedals, quite a bit more complicated to make the pedals move around on the car. So we want the pedals to work very good and not have any deflection, so it was important to make these mounts solid and adjustable at the same time, so that when you push the clutch pedal down, you've got zero deflection on the shaft. So we kind of came up with this little rail system here that is a hardened ground rail that we machine, and these billet fixtures that will slide over the rail, and then the holes are drilled on 1/2 inch increments, so that I can move everything independently or also together as a kit. So I can move this whole unit back and forth 1 inch, 2 inches, 1/2 inch. I can move it however I want, or I can simply say, well, my clutch and brake pedal are good, but I'd like the throttle pedal a little closer to me, so I can then move it back 1/2 inch and then move the pedal stop back 1/2 inch with that. So everything's kind of independent or moved as a group. So this particular configuration is set up for our cable operated pedal like we use on a blown car or a turbo car. So this mount and this stop work with that. This particular pedal mount is for the naturally aspirated, so this would be like for carburetors or nitrous car with fuel injection. Same thing up here where the pedal would normally mount, we have this little rail system, and then we built the same bracket that holds the cable operated pedal fits up here, but we also included this little micro switch holder, and it also slides with the pedal, and the micro switch is adjusted independently, so you can set it to turn the nitrous on, but you have quite a bit of a fine adjustment here to move that with the pedal back and forth. So the pedal height was always pretty good as far as a standard, but front to back you can slide this around and make it comfortable for the driver. And then with that is a different backstop. So this backstop here is for the cable operated pedal, but this backstop is for the naturally aspirated pedal, and it has, this fits on the rail system here, and then it slides up and down in these slots, and then the standard stop bolt goes in here, so you can slide this up or down to get it right on the back of the pedal. You can put it down here on the base of the pedal, or you can put it up here on the back of the tube. So this would look like this. This piece would go here and this would go here. So this system is really nice because it gives you lots of options and lots of adjustability. We've built in a adjustable backstop. So this is the backstop for the clutch here, and it bolts on, so it's going to move with the clutch pedal and brake pedal. So when the clutch comes back, we can adjust this bolt to how far back we want to go. And then our forward stop is going to be the same. We will mount it in the same position and then just adjust the length of the bolt to move the pedals around. So if the car is already set up and the brake rod is fabricated, the clutch rod's fabricated, and the stop is finished, if I want to move the pedals, the only thing I have to change then is unbolt it and move these to the proper location where I'm comfortable. But then I'm going to have to remake the clutch rod and the brake rod and then adjust the backstop for the clutch. So it is a minor operation to make these two adjusting link rods that takes 30 minutes to do, and you're back in business. So where before, if I wanted to move the pedals or adjust anything around, you had to build a bunch of weird ass spacers for the clutch. I mean, we've built little half-inch spacers for this, or inch spacers, or all kinds of different stuff. Or if the driver is drastically different in height than the previous driver, you have to cut the whole pedal system out and spend thousands of dollars remounting all this stuff and then repainting the car and doing all that, where this is a no-brainer. So this is, if you're building a new car, this is a really slick operation to put in, because once it's in, it's done, and it's good for your own personal preference, or if you switch drivers around, if you have different drivers in the car, or you sell the car to a new owner and he's 8 inches taller than you are, no problem, just adjust the pedal. So the resale value on the car is increased dramatically with this system. Everything's been taken care of. We've got the clutch switch mount. Now this little adjustable bracket here we already make. We've made that for years, but it mounts to this bracket, which then bolts to the side of this outer bearing support here. So all of this stuff slides independently. This particular setup is shown with our new splined cross shaft, and we'll get into that a little later on another video, but I wanted to show you this adjustable portion of the pedal now. So this system is very neat, clean, easy. This rail system mounts right to the top of the tube, and it just we just stitch weld it on. So every couple inches here we've got a 1/2 inch stitch weld, and the pieces that slide, they're beveled on the inside to accommodate the weld. So when you put that on there and you move this back and forth, that weld is not going to interfere with the inside of that bracket. Now all these pieces are made the same, and the clutch and brake shaft here have a nice sealed roller bearing, so the actuation on it is smooth and positive, and when you put a lot of clutch pressure on it, it's going to work flawlessly. There's absolutely zero deflection on it. We've had this has been tested for about 6 months. We've got it in several cars, no issues with it. The drivers just love it because they can easily adjust the pedal to accommodate them. If they just go wide open and it's not quite enough, it's a little too far away, move it back a 1/2 inch, done deal. So like I said, this uses all of our standard components. This pedal kit is our new splined system, but the standard pedal kit that we build now, that we've built for years, fits right in this. It uses the same holders, the same bearings, the same hardware. So everything about this is 100% adjustable, and we've tried to think through all of the little problems that could come up mounting this, and I think we've perfected it all. It's been tested in a lot of cars. We've got lots of it on the track running and have had nothing but positive feedback. So if you'd like some more information, call one of our sales guys, get on our website, check this out. The parts are going to be on, we're going to release all this stuff here in the next couple days, so you'll be able to look at it as a kit, as an individual component. All this stuff will be split out. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Thanks for watching.